if he wins in Sonoma, he has a shot at winning the entire IndyCar series for 2015. And the last time he was on this show, he won. Is that why you're back, Graham Rahal? Is that why you're back on the show? Let's be honest here.
Well, I'm hoping you're good luck, man. I gotta say, it's last time I talked to you, it had been like 6 years since I won, and then we've won 2 out of 5 since then. So hopefully we can get 3 out of 6 here.
Graham, when you say I hope you're good luck, I find it a little insulting. I'll be very honest with you.
Okay, you are good luck.
That's it. I've proven it. What more do I need to prove? But hey, look, it is a type of business that what have you done for me lately? It is moving forward. It's a now thing. So I understand, Graham. I understand.
That is accurate. But yeah, it's been a heck of a year, man. I'm looking forward to finishing up out here in Sonoma this weekend, and hopefully we can win a championship. I mean, that's the goal. It's what we all dream of. That's why we're here, and I'm looking forward to the challenges ahead.
Have you and everybody at RLL done sort of the math as to what needs to happen for you to win and where Juan Pablo has to finish for you to get the points required for the whole thing?
Well, I'm sure, others have. I frankly, I haven't worried about it too much. I'll say this. If I win, he has to finish third, for us to not beat him. So that's still pretty close. We're definitely in the hunt. And I think on as far as the road courses have been concerned, I think we've won the last 2, I think, or been on the podium in the last 2. So we're in a pretty good string here on the road courses, and we've been pretty strong all season on them. And so Sonoma's a different challenge, but if we win, he has to finish third, and that's all I'm looking at. I just need to go out there and do our best. So hopefully we can get that steak and shake car in victory lane.
Yeah, the GoPRO Grand Prix of Sonoma, the final race of the IndyCar season, is on Sunday. Graham Rahal on the phone with me. Let's talk Justin Wilson. Graham, your recollections of Justin would be what?
Yeah, I mean, Justin, incredible guy, great teammate, great person. I think a better person. One of the best drivers that I've ever been around, and certainly one of the best competitors, if not the best, that I've ever competed against. And in the sense of just being a clean racer. And, I was teammates with him in 08, I think, and I was 19 years old and a kid. And, a lot of times when you come into a situation like that, I don't know how it is in other sports, but the people typically when you're teammates, you're really compared as to how you race head-to-head, being in the same position. And what's difficult about that is a lot of people don't want to help you when you get in those scenarios. And, Justin was a guy who I think looked at me as a 19-year-old and saw an opportunity to help mold me and, shape me into the driver that I feel like I've become. And frankly, I learned more from him in our short period of time together than I did anybody else. And, but really what I'll remember of him is, just being a tremendous human being and a family man, and just a guy that I don't think I ever saw him not smiling. And I was talking to somebody about it this morning. I said, the thing is we all have at the racetrack where we're all competitors, but most of us, you've got your rivals, your enemies sort of thing. And I don't think Justin had one. I mean, I literally don't think that anybody had any issues with Justin ever, and that's very, very rare.
I mean, it's just so sad because obviously the way it happened, and you and I sort of discussed it the last time you were in here too. Is just the dangers, obviously, that you undertake. Just when you get behind the wheel, it's known, it's understood. You must have a unique perspective of it too, because I mean, your dad did it. Now here you are as a little kid watching your dad, and knowing, I assume, even as a little kid, about the dangers of all of this, Graham. Can you explain what do you think about it at all?
Well, you try not. You try not, but unfortunately, these things are part of open wheel racing. I mean, back in my dad's day and before him, I mean, they had a lot more fatalities than we do now. And the hardest, I think, thing to accept about this one is that Justin, he wasn't even involved in the incident. I mean, he was literally driving through the incident when a piece of debris hit him. I mean, that is honestly, that's unheard of. That's something that I don't think I've ever seen happen to this extent. And so, when you look at it, obviously there's a long way to go from here as far as safety. I think IndyCar's always been on the forefront of driver safety. If, even if you look at NASCAR and the seats and things they use, a lot of that stuff was developed from IndyCar with bead, the bead seats and all things like that. So we've always been on the forefront. We're going to have to continue to be. I was fortunate, growing up with my dad, Bobby, I never, knock on wood, I never had to deal with any injuries with him. I mean, Dad was always able to stay safe, and I think was very lucky and fortunate that way. But the hardest thing to accept about this is Justin is his wife Julia, Jane and Jess, his daughters. I mean, the whole family. It's a terrible sort of deal to go through, and like I said, hopefully we can take this and try to come up with something revolutionary that's going to help the sport, whether it be IndyCar or Formula One, anything open cockpit, and try to make it better. But I cannot imagine, what the family's going through right now.
Has there been like a safety meeting this week? Any extra precaution, anything at all? Or?
Well, we haven't yet, but we're going to have we're going to a road course, Sonoma, this weekend for the GoPRO Grand Prix. That's a little bit of a different case. It's
Sure.
The speeds aren't as high. You don't when you hit when there are crashes. There's not so much debris that goes flying. But we're going to have a drivers meeting this afternoon, drivers only, and sort of come up with some ideas of what we think will be good steps going forward. And obviously, we all want to prevent this. We really do. And I think IndyCar's on board. Honda, I know the manufacturer I drive for, Honda's well into helping us and figuring out what we need to do to take safety to the next step. These aren't things that we want to see, for sure. There's freak accidents in every sport. Unfortunately, what we do is just a bit higher risk, bit higher speed. And you accept, you go out there, you race, you put your life on the line for the fans and for the people that are watching. And, hopefully we can have a good, safe one this weekend. And like I said, we're focused on winning the championship. That's what we're going to try to do. And hopefully we can do it for Justin.
Graham Rahal joining me here on the Rich Eisen Show. When you were here last, you said J.T. Barrett should start for your Ohio State Buckeyes. You told USA Today the same thing. It appears you're going to get your wish, Graham. I think that's what's going to happen in Virginia Tech. Do you?
Well, it sure seems like it. It sure seems like I don't know exactly. Obviously, yesterday was a terrible day. I think Noah Brown went down.
Yes, he did.
What I was hearing from the coaches and stuff, from the guys I know there, he was pretty much nobody could guard him all spring. They said the kid was just an animal, and they were really excited to see him play.
A wide receiver.
And see him go down hurts. But, JT, I don't know. When I met JT, I just felt like he was such a genuine guy, a smart guy. And I think he's a heck of a football player. And as you know, there's so many weapons at Ohio State right now. They're pretty spoiled, but I think they'll be fine, going forward. But it's going to be an interesting year. I can tell you this: I'm ready for what it's like. I don't know, 10 or 11 days from now.
Yeah, it's a week from later. It's a week from Monday.
Night.
Yeah, week from Monday. Week from Monday.
Can't wait.
It is. Yeah.
Can't wait.
And my Wolverines go a week from today in Utah. Graham.
Do they?
The Harbaugh.
Is it Thursday?
Do they? Like, you're not paying attention. Come on now.
Well, I didn't know it was a Thursday night game. And you know what? All
Yeah.
I read or all I watch is all the funny quotes Harbaugh comes up with. Like this morning, I watched some clip of an interview with him.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty indecisive dude, at least to the media. So it's pretty funny.
Just, Graham,
I'm looking forward to it.
It's all footsteps. It's all footsteps. If you hear them, if you choose to act like you don't hear them, that's okay.
That's right. I'm not hearing footsteps yet. I can tell you that.
I love it, man. So, Dad and Dave going to be there on Sunday?
Dad's already out here. Dave is coming.
Okay.
So that would be really cool. And I didn't realize Letterman. He's never won a championship in IndyCar. I mean, he's won the Indy 500 and everything else as a team owner, but we haven't gotten him a championship yet. So, we're gonna try as hard as we can. Like I said, if we win, Montoya's got to finish third. Montoya's a guy, a heck of a competitor all around. He's won in Formula One. He's won in NASCAR, IndyCar, 2 Indy 500, a previous champion. I mean, just an awesome competitor.
Sure.
So it's pretty cool for me to be up against him. But, hopefully we can get it done. And it's, we're out in wine country, so it's a perfect place to celebrate if things come together.
Right. Hey, Graham, enjoy the weekend, enjoy the race. I hope you get what you want, and come back here. Just because the season's over doesn't mean that you and I shouldn't be in touch, okay?
Yeah, it sounds like we got a little football to talk about here soon.
Just a wee bit, sir. Just a wee bit.
We'll be back.
Okay. You
Thanks,
take care,
sir.
Graham. You get it. That's Graham Rahal, at Graham Rahal.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.